नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Visitors, viewers sitting with us all over the world through Nityananda TV, Sadhana TV, and in Nityananda Sabha in Haridwar here. Internet is down, so two-way video conferencing is down. When it comes, people who are sitting on the Nayana Diksha also, I welcome all of you in advance. Today, I'll expand on death. Today, on the 9th day of the inner awakening, we are going to work on death. Listen. From the right context and understanding, there is no such thing as death. When there is a wrong context, every moment you will be dying. Please understand. When there is a right context, even what you think as the so-called death is not death. With a wrong understanding and wrong context, every moment, even a small ant. Sometimes you don't even need to see the ant. Just the thought, will this roof fall on my head? Is enough to put you into a panic attack. Just a small jolt in the flight is enough. Sometimes it is not even required, just your thought, a jolt in your thinking is enough to put you in the fear of death and make you go through death. First thing you need to know about it, first thing you need to know about death is the actual happening has no significance at all. Imagination about the happening plays all the chaos, havoc in your life. Please listen. Actual happening has no significance at all. When I make this statement, I am responsible for it. Please listen. With all my integrity and authenticity to Mahakala, Kala Bhairava, I am making this statement. Actual incident, what you think as death at one day, you will suddenly disappear. Your body will be taken and burnt or cremated or buried, disposed. After that, you won't exist in the form you are existing now. That is what is actual incident. You call it as death. It has no significance. Please understand. It is nothing but a job change, profession change, or career change. It has no significance. Just like you change your jobs, change your career, change your profession, sometimes change the city you are living in, sometimes change your spouse, sometimes change your house, you just change your body. I know. Immediately you say, no, that means too much. Listen. Please listen. The incident really has no significance at all. Changing your body happens so regularly in your life, it has no significance. Just today morning when we were walking towards satsang, I was with one of my Gurukul kid who was in the Gurukul. None of my Mahants and Sri Mahants are able to recognize him because he has grown so tall. They were trying to identify who he is. And when I explained, they understood. Understand, body changing has no significance. It is regular phenomena. Then what is that makes death so frightening, fearful? Listen. It is cleaning of all the memory. Please listen. There is only one thing in the death actually happening which you are not seeing during the life. That is you forgetting the whole memory. Cleaning of all memories. But I tell you, that is the beauty of death. Never try to demystify that. Because just like once in a while you need stomach cleansing, stomach washing, once in a while you need all the memories getting cleansed. You get the fresh slate. You get the fresh life. You get the fresh energy. You get the fresh space. Actually, one of the most powerful blessing from Mahadeva, Mahakala is helping you to forget all those incompletions, the pain, and giving you the new possibility. But unfortunately, some of the greatest blessings you make it as a worst curse by getting frightened about it, by not having the right understanding about it, by not having the right intelligence about it. Understand, some of the greatest blessings, when the understanding is not there, can be turned into frightening curse. That is really, I can say that fear of death is the height of the human stupidity. Human beings have done so many stupid things. One, cleaning up these jungles, abusing the planet Earth by drilling and fracking, abusing the natural life. Even the word natural resources is completely wrong. Nothing is a resource in the planet Earth. Everything is life. You have no right to suck other lives. Vacating so many species, driving them out of planet Earth by killing, eating, or makeup for various reasons. Human beings have done so many stupid things. But the height of the human stupidity is taking something as a curse, which is one of the greatest blessing. Somebody goes to Ramana Maharshi and asks, Bhagavan, can you help me to get my past life memory? He laughs and says, stupid fellow, even this life memory you are not able to handle. You are in search of peace. How will you handle past life memory? No master can be compared to the rawness of Ramana Maharshi. He was born as a village boy from Tamil Nadu, and He lived throughout as a village boy of Tamil Nadu and he died as a village boy from Tamil Nadu. His originality and rawness. Even Ramakrishna had little exposure towards the city lifestyle, West, because he was in Calcutta. He had access to those days media, Brahma Samaj, those days huge organizations. Successful preaching organizations. They are magazines. Ramakrishna had access to all that. But Raman Maharshi never moved out of that small village. Which had only population of only in few thousand. Maybe 3,000 to 4,000. Understand handling of memories. It's one of the most difficult things human beings can do. Handling incompletions. When your body and mind is completely tired, sick, stuck, unable to handle any more thoughts, incompletions, Mahadeva just gives you the boon of rebooting. Come on, erase everything, delete. He presses that great delete button in your life and reboots and gives you the clean slate, new life, new possibility. It is nothing but the possibility for rewriting your future. The inner awakening given to you by Mahadeva directly is death. Death is the most powerful experiential inner awakening Mahadeva provides. It is so unfortunate. One of the biggest blessing human beings think as a curse or a situation they need to handle. Please understand. Before he takes away water jug from your house, he brings Ganga to your house. Before he takes away tube light from your house, he brings Chandra to your house. He is the greatest caretaker during your transition, so don't worry. No other caretaker can be equivalent to him. That is why he lives in Smashana, just to tell you, he is the caretaker for you. He is the caretaker for everyone. He is the greatest caretaker attending to all the beings in the transition. Actually, if you leave $1 million wealth and die, don't worry, you will just be born in a family where you have at least $1 million worth. If you leave certain amount of completion and incompletion and die, when you are born, you will have the same amount of completion and incompletion. If you live with the great knowledge of painting, don't worry, the moment you are born, simply you will pick up brush and start painting. You will have that intelligence as it is made available to you. If you had the intelligence of a great singing and you die, the moment you take birth, that whole memory will be available to you. In 3 months you will start singing. At the age of 2, I started giving discourses. No, really. I started giving satsang before even the age of 3. The Ganesha deity was given to me by my father, because I narrated the whole story of Shiva and Ganesha. When my grandfather took me to the temple, I heard some preachers and priests reciting those stories. I came back and repeated verbatim. I think because my first satsang was on Ganesha and first puja was done to Ganesha, my life is successful. He removed all the vignas. Before the age of 3, I started giving satsangs. Understand? Now I am revealing you one of the important truth. Never I read any great Puranas. Simply I will start narrating the story. Later on when I get the chance to read the book, it will be exactly right. Whether it is stories of temples or Puranas, simply I will start telling the story. Later on when I get a chance to read the book, when I read, it will exactly be the same, verbatim. Understand, I tell you, if you had so much of intelligence to write a book and great knowledge about yoga or the ability to sculpt and you die, when you take birth, the whole thing will be there as it is for you available. Just all the incompletions will be pushed back. You will be given a fresh possibility to rewrite your future. Incompletions has to be completed only by you, no doubt, but they will be pushed back and you will be given a new possibility to rewrite your future as you want. I tell you, nothing will be lost. Nothing is lost. Just fresh body, fresh mind, fresh few years for you to live. Death is just body change. Sometime it does not even affect you like a career change or nation change or spouse change. If you have changed any one of this in your life, your profession, career, spouse, or the nation where you live, the family, if you have changed any one of this in your life while living and handled it, don't worry, death is nothing for you. I give you the guarantee. If you have done any one of this major change and were able to handle that pressure, that stress and that change, you are already prepared for death. Death will be much smaller change than any one of this change. You don't have to worry at all. I am not giving you consolation, and I am not the guy who consoles. That's the last thing you will expect from me. Consoling is the word does not exist in my dictionary. Straight truth. Somebody came and told me, I feel like dying. Please bless me for the natural exit. I said, wait and finish all these works, I will tell you. When time comes, even if you don't want, we will push you out, don't worry. And the poor fellow would have expected really some consolation. Thinking, oh, why do you feel like that? You should not be feeling like that and all that. Consolation is one you can never expect from Mahakala. If I don't scream at you, understand that is the consolation. If you don't get a third eye opened at you, take that as a consolation. No other consolation is ever possible from Mahadeva, from Mahakala. Consolation is the stupidity in its peak form. What is the meaning of the consolation? Making you forget the stark reality and pushing you back into your cozy, comfortable, small net where you can be just having a carrot in the mouth. And thinking all is well when the whole forest is burning. Much. With your carrot and little goose and beetroot, you will live like a rabbit in the rabbit hole. And you will also, oh, you are so cute, you are so nice. Yes, please have one more carrot and go and be in that hole. That is what is consolation. You can never expect that from Mahadeva. If you are having 2 carrots in both the hands and a rabbit, he will just snatch both and throw it away and show you, look around, the whole forest is burning. What do you mean by sitting inside and having a carrot and biting? You will become a carrot pachadi. You and carrot both will be cooked. It will become a mixture. Rabbit carrot pachadi. Enough of you, your carrot rabbit hole. Save yourself. You can never expect consolation from Mahadeva. Please understand. But you can expect compassion only from Mahadeva. Nowhere else. Consolation is the support given to your powerlessness. Compassion is the support given to your powerfulness. You can expect, demand all the support for your powerfulness, and Mahadeva will always do it, never miss. It is your right, it is his responsibility. But you can never have one word of consolation. Means strengthening your powerlessness. No. Be very clear. If you have changed your job, if you have changed your spouse, if you have changed your house, if you have changed your nationality and withstood that change, be very clear, rest assured. You are prepared enough to have a change of body. Death is not at all going to be an incident in your life. It is just going to be a passing moment in your life. The essence of today's satsang, death has no significance. If you know how to use that moment to be free once for all, you are the most intelligent person. You are the most intelligent person. I have seen in the schools, when the classroom doors are open for a teacher to enter, some of these small kids will just run between the legs of the teacher and run away. just like kids run away, escape when the teachers open the door to enter into the classroom. During the death, Mahakala enters in your life to remove the life. You can use that gap to escape once for all into liberation. See, for death to happen, you need just two things. The door which is opened and the presence of Mahakala. Both happens during every death. With the right context, you can just escape. Be liberated once for all. A big fat man can never run away between the legs of the teacher. Only a small kid can run away. A person with so much of patterns can never run away between the legs of Mahakala and escape during the death. Person with very less patterns, almost no patterns, can easily slip into eternity, infiniteness, during the time when the door opens for your death. Preparation to use your death as liberation. When you know how to make your death as liberation, life is celebration. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching and causing eternal bliss. Nityananda. Thank you.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.